Hi guys, how are you doing? It is my hope that you are well. I'm fine, and I thank God for this opportunity that He has given me once again to be on the Vima Show. For those who are returning, thank you so much for the love. For the new subscribers, thank you so much. Keep on subscribing and liking our content. And for those who are new here, this is the Vima Show, where we deal with love issues, relationship tips, marriage, inspirational stories, and also mental health. Yes, and I thank God for the growth. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting our work. We don't take it for granted. May the Lord continue blessing you. You can keep on commenting on our episodes. Keep on sharing what would you like us to talk about, because we bring so many things. We bring top stories that are inspiring. And I'm so happy because of the comments that you are still sending unto us. We really appreciate. And so this is another day, another episode. And I'm so much excited because it's a new episode. I told you that we are going to be dealing with mental health and mental wellness and even motivational stuffs. And I'm so much excited because we are going to talk about that one today. Yes, let me get into the topic of today. And the topic is rebuilding yourself. Yes, rebuilding yourself. What do I mean when I say rebuilding yourself? You know, many times we as people, we have plans. Sometimes we make choices in life. Sometimes we do things, and then some other time you hope something to go the way you want it to go. But let me tell you that in reality, many times you'll come across challenges. Many times you're going to come across valleys. You're going to come across situations that are going to make you feel like giving up. But I'm here today to tell you, do not give up. I am here to tell you that you can still rise up again. You can still start that business again. You can still start that friendship again, that relationship again. Because remember, here we also deal with the relationship stuffs. We also deal with the marriage issues. And so if you feel, even that marriage, you feel like giving up on it, you don't have to do that. You can still rise again and fight for it. You can still rise up again and fight for that relationship. You can still rise up and start that business, that business idea that you have. You can still start afresh. And that's why I thought of starting with our issue of mental wellness, starting with this topic about rebuilding yourself. Yes, rebuilding yourself is when you think about starting something afresh after maybe you failed, starting something anew. When you've tried, it has failed, but you feel like not giving up, you know? And that's why now I'm going to talk about it. Yes? Is there anything in your life that you felt like losing? You felt like you are losing it? Maybe that business that you felt like it was just deteriorating. Maybe that relationship you felt like it's not working for you. You know, that marriage, you feel like it's not working out for you. And the only thing that you felt like doing it is giving up. Do not give up. You know, do not give up on it. Do not give up, because God has a good plan for you. God has a purpose for you. Yes, you might be feeling like it's not working out for you, but let me tell you something. God has a purpose and He has a plan for you. And so with me here, I have a few guidelines on the process. I'm going to take you through the process of rebuilding yourself, because let me tell you something. When you are rebuilding yourself, you are recollecting yourself back. And so it is a process. It's not easy, but by the grace of God, I believe that you're going to make it. And so the first thing that you need to do when you're rebuilding yourself is acknowledging your achievements. You have to acknowledge your achievements and also your failures. Look back. I don't know what it is that you feel like you have to rebuild on. Is it a relationship? Is it a marriage? Is it in your workplace? Is it your career? Is it your relationship or your marriage? You need to acknowledge your achievements. Have you done something to be proud of? If it's in your workplace, have you done something to be proud of? Yes. Try to acknowledge what you've done, the positivity of it. Yes, that's something that you did. Try to look at the positives. Be optimistic, yes? And try to look at the things that you did well. What are the things that you are proud of? If it's in a business, did you invest very well and you really clapped for yourself for doing that? If it's marriage, did you invest your emotions? Did you invest your money, Did you invest your finances? Did you invest your time? Always appreciate yourself for those achievements that you have had, and always acknowledge your failures. I know many times we as human beings, we don't like, acknowledging that, this is a failure. I failed in this, I failed in this. Many times you feel like when you say that you failed, people are going to see you inferior, People are going to mock you. But let me tell you, it is maturity. It is maturity to acknowledge that you failed in this area. Yes, I know I did this thing right, but I did not do this, I did not invest in this. I did not work on this, If it is a marriage, I did not, or a relationship, I did not work for it. Acknowledge the area that you went wrong. Acknowledge the failures that you faced. And that is the process. That is the first thing, by the way. When you are rebuilding yourself, you are working towards getting a new you. You are working towards having a new you, Make sure you acknowledge those achievements and also the failures that you had. So that now, it starts with all acceptance, That is acceptance. Accept that you never did this right. Accept that you failed in this area. And that's why you want to come back and fight for it. That's why you want to come back and start afresh. Another thing that you need to work on, it is as you rebuild yourself, you need to celebrate your strengths. Everyone has their weaknesses. Everyone has their strength. There's someone who is so good in this. You are so good in saving. You are so good in investing. You are so good in this. Make sure that you celebrate your strengths. Those strengths are very important. They will keep you going. Yes, those are the things that will keep you. They will keep you pushing and working hard, day in, day out. When you feel down, those are the things that are going to motivate you to keep on waking up every day, to keep on going to that job, to keep on investing in those businesses of yours, doing in those things that you want to prosper in. So make sure that you celebrate your strength and also work on where you need to improve. Yes? We always say, and I always say that there is always a room for improvement. Improve where you feel that you need improvement. Improve where you feel like, I did not give it 100%, If it's today I'm focusing on so many things. It can be either marriage, it can be either relationship, it can be either in your dating era, it can also be a business, it can be in your career, in your profession. Yes, you feel like you'd never give it 100%. Can you go back, reevaluate yourself and see, if I did not give it 100%, what can I do to make sure that I do it 100%? What can I do to make sure that I invest in this relationship 100%? And that will be the second idea when you are working on rebuilding yourself. Let me tell you, if maybe if you are there, you've really worked on something, you've really rebuilt yourself. I know many times people will tend to do that. Maybe people feel like, hey, nowadays you are a different person. It is because you are working on yourself. It is because you are rebuilding on yourself. Yes, and so another thing, that is the third thing that you need to focus on, it is to find your purpose again. When you fall, even the Bible says that man will fall 7 times, but he will still rise again. Can you rise again? Find your purpose. What is it that you have a passion in doing? What is it that you feel God created you to do? That is finding your purpose. Yes? Is it a lane that you deviated from? Yes? Is it the will of God that you deviated from? Whatever that you feel that you lost it, just try to find your purpose again. Find your purpose. And I know everyone, and I always say that everyone has a purpose. And in fact, even when God was creating you, He knew your purpose even before your conception. Yes? For you to be on earth, it means that you have a divine purpose. So make sure that you work and check, what is my purpose and what can I do to start working on it? Yes? What can I do to start working on it again? Yes, because when you talk about rebuilding, it is you are coming back to your senses and you are realizing this is not the will of God. This is not what I was supposed to be doing. This is not the business that I was supposed to be doing. And so you have to realize and come back to your senses and say that I am now going to focus on my purpose. I am now going to follow the right purpose. Another thing, it is to take time and reflect on your past. How many times, let me ask this, how many times do you think about your childhood? How many times do you think about your past? The past can be many years ago, it can be a few months ago. I don't know. There is that past that you feel you messed it up. There is that past situation where you feel, I think this is affecting me now. The things that I did during this time, the things that I did maybe when you were a teenager, the things that you did when you were youth, what is that past that is holding you? And you know, many times it's good to think about it. Reflect. When you are reflecting, you are trying to work on your traumas. Do you find that you have some childhood traumas? Do you find that there are some things that happened to you while you are a kid that are affecting you? And because, let me tell you something, guys, there are some childhood traumas that will affect you even now that you are a grown-up. Even now that you have your own kids, there are some things that happened to you that you did not deal with and they are still affecting you. They will affect you because for you to be healed, you have to heal from those traumas for you to move on. So for you to rebuild yourself, you have to work on your past. You have to work on your past traumas. You have to work on your childhood traumas. There are those memories that they will bring emotions, negative emotions to you. There are those childhood memories that will make you feel like you are rejected. You know, there's that rejection. Many of us, many of you, even you are watching, you will find that sometimes you had a lot of rejection when you are a child. And that rejection can be following you even today. That rejection, because this rejection is a very wide topic, by the way. One of the days we are going to deal with it. Because rejection can be, you are rejected while you are a child. Maybe you are born out of wedlock and then it came with rejection from the closest family members. It can be maybe your foster father rejected you. And those things, if you don't work on them, they will affect your future. Those things, if you don't work on them, they are going to affect your growth. They are going to affect how you bring up your own children. Yes, they are going to affect how you relate with people. They are going to affect even your relationships. Let me tell you something. If you are in a relationship with someone who has not healed from the spirit of rejection, let me tell you that relationship is not going to work out because it's going to be rocky. That person will be seeing the red flags of being rejected all the time. And if you don't work on it, so please, if you are there, maybe you are in that marriage, you are in that relationship, and you faced rejection as a child, and you feel that you've not worked on it, it might affect you. It might affect your relationship. It might affect your relationship with people. It might affect the relationship with your spouse. It might even affect how you bring up your children. So reflect on that past, work on it, and make sure that you heal. As we continue, I'm going to tell you how you can heal from those childhood traumas. Another thing is be honest with yourself as you deal as you work towards rebuilding yourself. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Know that, I cannot do this. I am not able to do this. I need help. Yes. Because when you're rebuilding yourself, many times we will tell you, we will encourage you to go and even have some therapy. We will encourage you to go and see a psychologist. We will encourage you to have someone you can speak to, someone that you trust, and tell them everything. Tell them that you're going, I am going through this and this. I need help. Yes, because many times you're going to come across people, and I don't know if you are the one, maybe you have an issue with drugs, you are wondering, how am I going to leave this thing? It's already sitting on me, it's already overwhelming me. I don't know how I can deal with it. So many times you're going to feel that, I need to do something. Sorry for that, guys. Yes, you feel like you don't know what to do. Yes, you don't know what am I going to do. How am I going to deal with this situation? You don't know what you are going to do to make sure that you are not maybe going back to those drugs. You don't know what you can do to make sure that you're not going against that, because you have your own morals, and maybe there's something that you do and feel like you always keep on going back to the wrong. You always keep on going back to do the wrong thing. So it is very good. We will always encourage you. If you feel that you are going through some mental issues, you are going through some mental disease, it can be maybe anything that is affecting you. We will always encourage you to go and see a therapist, which is also a good thing. Yes, so be honest with yourself. If you feel that you cannot deal with it alone, get help from someone. Get someone that you trust. Yes, another thing is take time to grieve and process the changes that have come. Take time and grieve. The reason as to why I'm talking about this grief and loss, it's because sometimes, we are human beings. We lose some people that we love. It can be through death. It can be through divorce. It can be through maybe you've lost a friend, yes. You've let go some friends that you are really dear to. Yes, because sometimes the act of letting go is so hard. And then maybe you feel like, how am I going to survive this? Yes, I told that friend I don't want to be friends with them anymore, but how am I going to survive that loss? Sometimes it's good. Keep on grieving. It's okay. It's okay to grieve. You can grieve the loss of a loved one. It's okay to grieve. Maybe your family, you feel like it has already broken apart. It is okay to grieve, You feel maybe you've lost your friends. It is okay. It is okay to grieve, because it is one of the stages for you to heal. You cannot heal from a grief if you've not grieved. Yes, you've not mourned about it. You've not mourned about the loss. So it is very okay for you to grieve. Take your time and grieve. Try to reflect on the changes that will come. The changes that will come with you losing those people. The changes that will come with you losing that marriage. The changes that will come because sometimes, you can go through a divorce and maybe you did not want that. Your partner is the one who initiated it. What are you going to do? Will you kill yourself because of that? No. Life has to move on. You have to realize that you are you are a human being. You have your own interest. You have your own life to live. Yes. So don't. It's so painful, yes, but do not. I'm not encouraging divorce, guys. Yes, I'm always for marriages to work. But if you find yourself in such a situation, do not give up on yourself. Rebuild yourself and start once again. Another thing that you also need to check on is identify any unresolved issues from your past. When I was giving you this point of the childhood memories, the traumas that people are still carrying in their present, it is because there are some unresolved issues. Did you have an issue with your parents? And did you go away? Did you run away from home? And do you feel that you've not settled your issues with them? You can still go back and work on it. You can still go back to that past. What is, even if it's hurting, there are those hurting past. Yes, there are those hurting past. Maybe you are raped, and maybe you've not resolved your issues with that. Yes, you feel like you are betrayed by someone you really cared for, or someone you really loved, and you feel like you are not over it. Go back and resolve those issues, because that will be another way of rebuilding yourself. You are going back, facing those issues, no matter how bad the situation was, no matter how difficult it is, go back and resolve the issues. You can even go back and resolve the issues with the the ones that you are dealing with. Yes, go back and resolve the issue. That will be the first and one of the main things to heal from your past. Another thing, it is embrace the new change. Rebuilding yourself will come with a change, yes. It will come with you shedding off some things. It will come with you working on yourself more. It will come with you loving yourself more. And so there is a lot of change that is going to come with it. So when it comes, embrace it. Change is good. And we say that change is inevitable. You have to change. And that's why even the way you are looking right now is not the same way you looked while the way you were a baby, So change is a must. Change in life is there. Change in friends is there. Change in jobs is there. Change in everything, yes? Even people change. The people you interact with closely change. And so it's good for you to embrace them. Embrace the change that also will come with you. Yes, and another thing is get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. And as you grow, rebuilding yourself will involve growing. It will involve growing, not really physically, but spiritually. You are going to grow mentally. Your mindset is also going to grow because you'll be working more on your mindset. And so as you grow, make sure you get out of that comfort zone. Is there anything that you've ever dreamt of doing? Is there something that you've ever thought of doing and you feel like, hey, you have those fears? There are those fears that keep on pushing you down. Hey, there are those voices that are telling you, you cannot do this. This is not something that you can do. This is not a business that you can venture in. Do you have there are those questions. Do you have the money to start this big business? Do you have the money to work on this thing? Do you have the guts to go and approach that lady? Do you have the guts to start even to go and propose to a lady? There are those fears that come with the decisions that we make in everyday life. But let me encourage you and tell you something, that for you to grow, for you to rebuild yourself, you have to come out of that comfort zone. Is it that you are so lazy in waking up in the morning? Do you feel that is your comfort zone? Because we are different people, we are different individuals, and we have different comfort zones. Can you think about it? What is your comfort zone? Is it the comfort zone of not looking for a job and you are very comfortable? Yes. Is it a comfort zone of not hustling and you don't like working hard? Is it that is your comfort zone? Is it that your comfort zone is just being satisfied with the little that you have? You are earning maybe 2,000 per month and you feel that you're comfortable with that. Work out for yourself. Get out of that comfort zone. Believe that you have a great future. And that's why I started talking about it. And I said, I told you about the purpose. What is your purpose? Be purpose driven. And when you have a purpose, you set a goal and you set the ways of achieving the goal. These goals are going to, you'll need to have money. So, and we live in a world that we have to spend money, yes? So make sure that is it that I need finances? How am I going to get them? Is it that I need to start this business? How am I going to invest in it, So make sure that you get out of that comfort zone. Another thing, it is learning to let go. As you rebuild yourself, you're going to let go so many things. There are some things that you're going to let go. There are some friends that you're going to let go. Yes. There are some toxic relationships that you are going to let go. You have to, it all starts with you loving yourself. And when you love yourself, you do not allow toxic people around you. You're not going to you're not going to allow anyone, to discourage you. There are those people who are so good in discouraging others. There's those people you're going to be sharing a business idea, telling them, I feel like I need to venture in this business. I need 2 million shillings. And then they start laughing at you. They'll ask, where are you going to get the 2 million shillings? Get away from such people. Let go such friends. The friends who will keep on discouraging you. The friends who will keep on telling you, you cannot do it. You cannot do this, you know. There are even some things that we need to shed off. There are some things that we are going to let go. There are some practices that you are going to let go. Is it that you are used to just being a drunkard all through, and you believe you cannot rebuild yourself while you are already abusing drugs? Let me tell you. Is it that you are addicted and you are working towards getting away from that addiction? There are so many things that you need to shed off. There are so many things that you need to let go. There are those companies that you are going to let go for you to rebuild yourself as a new person. Another thing is, as you focus on this new growth, make sure you develop resilience. Resilience, it is the power to keep on moving forward, even when things don't allow you to move forward. It is when you feel like giving up, but then that inner self, that inner you, that believes in you, you know, yes, it is all about believing in yourself. That inner self that believes in you tells you and keeps on encouraging you to move forward. Because remember, I've told you, while you are rebuilding yourself, there are so many things you have to let go. And it will be hard to let those things go. Because it is not easy to let a friend go. It is not easy to let a marriage go. It is not easy to let a business go. It is not easy to let a relationship go. Yes, because you are already connected to those things. And so, many times it's not going to be easy, but make sure you develop the spirit of resilience. Make sure you are resilient as you make that decision. As you say, you know, from now on, henceforth, I'm not going to follow this way. I'm going to choose a different way. Make sure that you are resilient and you believe in yourself. Yes, another thing is make sure that you know that challenges will come. Challenges will come, but these challenges are going to be opportunities for your growth. By the way, if you live a life that is not full of challenges, I don't know where you're going. I don't know whether you have a purpose. Because I believe in a life of a person with a purpose, they must come across challenges. They must come across difficulties. I call them the storms of life. They must come across them. And for you to know that you are rebuilding yourself, you have to overcome them. It's not going to be easy. But no, when a challenge comes, that is an opportunity for you to grow. It is an opportunity for you to show how great you are. Yes? It is an opportunity for you to show how mighty God has enabled you to be. It is an opportunity for you to show those friends that thought maybe that you're not going to make it, that you've made it. Yes? So every time when you come across a challenge, know that God is giving you an opportunity to grow spiritually. God is giving you an opportunity to grow in your mental. Yes, because that is also a way of rebuilding and working on yourself. Another thing is overcome the past hurts. Overcome the past pains. As you rebuild yourself, work towards overcoming those past pains. I know overcoming it's not easy. Why? Because sometimes there are so many people around you who will keep on reminding you of how hurt you've been. There are so many, because let me give you an example, and I'm sorry for this example. Sometimes, let's say you came across a person and then you are raped, and then there is a baby as a result of that rape. You know, how is that? It's going to be an emotional damage to you. It's going to cause that emotional pain unto you, because there will be someone to confirm that, you know, this action happened. But let me tell you something. You can still work on yourself. You can still rebuild yourself. So overcome the past. Accept it happened, yes, but I can still work on it. I can still walk again. Despite what happened to me, despite the situation that I was in, I can still come back and fight again. I can still work on myself and and create a new brand me. Another thing is make sure that you know that the rebuilding journey requires focus and dedication. You have to be dedicated. You have to have made a decision as early as possible and say, this is what has happened to me. I did this, I had this failure, but right now I'm a new person. I want to be a new person, and I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to be dedicated to be a new me. I'm going to be dedicated and focused on this journey of rebuilding myself. So make sure that you are dedicated. Let it be an intrinsic motivation. That is the motivation that comes from you. Don't let me push you. Just because right now I'm motivating you to start afresh. I'm not telling you that I should not be the one telling you every time, start it, do it. It must start from you. You must be the one who is focused, and you must be the one who is dedicated. Another thing, it is to be consistent in whatever you do. As you rebuild yourself, you are going now to work towards a new goal. You are going to work towards new dreams. You are going to work towards getting a new you. And so you are going to be needed to be consistent. Many times, consistency is not easy. There is power in being consistent, guys. When you just tilt your mind, when you focus on that mindset of being sure that, every day, if it's something that you're going to be doing every day I'm going to wake up, I have to go to that job, every day I have to wake up, I have to go to that and do that business. Make sure that you are consistent. Let it be, it can be something that you're going to be doing daily. Can be something that you are developing. Is it a habit of reading? Is it a habit of working out? Is it a habit of developing something that you want to achieve? Maybe it can be at a specific time. You need to make sure that you are consistent in making that decision and doing whatever you're going to be doing. Another thing, do not be afraid of failure. As you work towards rebuilding yourself, many times you're going to do something, but it's not going to come out well. You are going to start a business, it's not going to work out well. You are going to start a relationship, it might not work out well. But what do? You should not give up. Do not be afraid to fail. Yes? Failure, in fact, is the first step of knowing what you're supposed to do as you work towards your rebuilding. Yes? As you fail, you've learned. Sometimes failure is so good because it's going to help you know, hey, last time I did this, it did not work out, yes? So next time you're going to be very careful and do something else because you have already learned from your failure. Do not fear failure, but make sure every time you fail, you should learn from that failure and don't allow yourself to fail again. Another one, do not share your big dreams with small-minded people. I'm talking about rebuilding yourself, guys. As you rebuild yourself, there's someone there who knows you maybe from childhood. You're going to tell, I've been doing this and I want to change. They will not even believe in your dreams. Those are the small-minded people. They might not even believe in your business idea. They might not even believe that your relationship, the one that you are telling them about, it's going to work. They are going maybe to show you that, no, you cannot do this. Those are the small-minded people that I'm talking about. You don't have to share your big ideas, your big dreams, your aspirations with the small-minded people because they are going to drain you. Yes? They are those people who are sent to drain you. They will try to show you that you cannot do it. They are going to show you that, no, this is not your thing. Maybe someone else, but not you. Those are the people who are going to make your dreams to be, something that cannot be achieved. They are going to show you the impossibility of it. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Believe in yourself and know, if I start this thing, it's going to work out in Jesus' name. If I start doing this business, I know because God is the one who has dropped that idea to you. Go and do it. You don't have to have the friend's approval for you to do a business. You don't have to have a friend's approval to go and propose to that lady. You don't have to have approval from your people, from your family, for you to develop something or maybe to invest on something. Share your dreams with the same-minded people, the people with the same ideas, the people with the same dreams as you have, okay? And then another one, as I conclude, Take time and review your dreams and goals. Every time, let it be an habit. Every time, review. I said by 2024, I'm supposed to have done this. Review. Have you done it? What has made you not to do it? Is there a dream that you had by 2024? Is there a goal that you had in 2024 to have done? Is it that you say that by this time you're going to be self-employed? By this time you're going to have your own clinic? By this time you're going to have your own real estates? Is it that you say that by this time you're going to have your own company and yet you've not done it? What is wrong? What can you do to improve? When you review your dreams and your aspirations every time, they will keep you on toes. It will be a way of keeping you on toes. You are working towards rebuilding yourself, and you're saying, I have to do this. This is something in 3 years' time, I'm expecting to have achieved this dream. In 3 years' time, I'm expecting to be in this level. If it's a company, you are working towards improving such things. Make sure that you work on it. Yes? Guys, make sure that you are working on it. Are you learning something? I'm hoping that the comments that I'm giving you are empowering you, either because this is a general talk, this is a general idea. Today I'm not focusing on only marriage and relationships. I'm focusing on you being successful in life, because it is my desire to see everyone growing. As I grow on my way, it is my desire for me to see you growing. Is it something that you are working towards? Rebuild yourself. Is it a past that you feel it was trying to pin you down? Is it a storm of life that is trying to sway you side by side, and you feel, no, I cannot do this. I am giving up on this. I cannot live like this. Rebuild yourself. It is very easy. Involve God in that situation. Involve God, because He is going to help you to rebuild yourself. And so, as I've said that I'm concluding, make sure that you say no to being poor. I don't expect someone who is rebuilding their self for them to be very poor. And being poor, I say that it is passing over opportunities repeatedly. For you to be poor, you are the one who is allowing opportunities to pass you. Yes? Don't tell me that you are there, you are suffering, and you are a Vimasho, someone who is watching, Please, work on yourself. It can either be a business. Work on yourself. Don't allow yourself to be a poor person. If you are working towards rebuilding yourself, let it start by your success mindset. Are you building towards having that success mindset? Don't allow yourself to be poor. Another thing, keep educating yourself. Life is full of education. You have to teach yourself. There are so many things you can learn. You can learn a new talent. You can learn a new idea. You can learn if maybe you are working in even in your profession, work towards improving your skills. Yes? And that is what I call key. Keep educating yourself. That is the key to success. That is the key to rebuilding yourself. Because every day you learn, every day you are learning. Yes? The KEY. Keep educating yourself. And then the last thing, you become what you behold. You become. That is the parting shot for today. You become what you behold. Whatever you are seeing yourself, behold is seeing. Do you see yourself what is that future that you see for yourself? What is that family that you see for yourself? You become what you behold. Behold great things. Behold prosperity. Even the Bible, God has told us that He has a good plan for us, a plan of prosperity. God has already a plan of prosperity for you and for me. But many times, the enemy will try to show us, no, this is not your plan. But always remind yourself, always remind yourself that I am great, that I am prosperous, and make sure that you remember you become what you behold. So thank you so much for watching our today's show. I think I've really talked, I've poured my heart. Whatever I wanted to share today, it was all about rebuilding yourself. As I rebuild myself, let us continue growing together. Let us continue growing in all the sides, growing in your marriage, growing in your relationship, growing in your in your business, yes, growing in your career, growing in even the relationships. Make sure that you work towards that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, King Studio, for the amazing work that you are doing. May the Lord bless you so much. Guys, keep on sharing, subscribing to my content, and may the Lord bless you. Thank you.